Hey guys! Welcome back to a new blind let's play, this one being Jenny LeClue, Detectivu. As always, I have absolutely no clue what this game is about, although this time in accordance to the title, that would be in order. Sorry for the bad pun. Thank you so much for joining me on my journey, by the way. At some point, this game was on sale and I bought it, but never have touched it since. So why play it now? Well, Steam recommended it, and the algorithm seems to know me better than I know myself, so I'm gonna trust the algorithm. This is not the first time I started up the game, by the way. It is actually the second time. The reason for that is that I started recording the first time and for some reason the game was set to German. But now everything should be fine. I might have to make some adjustments for the second episode regarding, for example, sound issues maybe or something like that. But for now, let's just double check and finally get going. Before I forget, thanks so much for joining me on my journey once again. Alright, so we don't have any saves yet because we haven't played yet. And this all should be fine. What about subtitles? It's better that way because they are bigger because this... we want to manually advance too. So that is fine. Visuals are high resolution. This is the best for recording. Display mode full screen. Yeah, this all should be fine. Alright, so I guess time for a new game. Start a brand new game, raising all your collectibles in progress. I guess because we haven't played yet. We can't even play a new game plus. Arthurton, you'll never want to leave. Okay. Let's go with creepy. Okay, so that is indeed creepy. Okay, we are not Jenny, we are this person. At least I think it's a person. Danger, no swimming. Accelerate with, that's B. Oh man, what is going to happen? Okay. We can rotate. I guess we're gonna have to do it like this. Oops. Oops, no, that's not what we wanted. Wanted to do... Oh, come on, really? And now... Ah, okay. Okay, the locksmith's apprentice as an achievement. Nice. Okay, so let's interact and see what's going to happen. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. What is going on? Welcome to Arthurton. Okay, what is going on, guys? Was that the guy from the statue? I don't think so.
Who? Oh, I must have dozed off. Perhaps we need a spot of tea to wake us up. What do you say, Rufus? Yes, quite right. Better get back to work. This book won't write itself. Maybe I should start somewhere easier. I'll come back to the prologue later. The sun rose over another perfect day in picturesque Arthurton.
Okay.
To the casual observer, Arthurton seemed like any other small, quiet town. It was nestled in a valley between two mountains, lined by lustrous forests, and perched on the edge of a pristine lake.
Okay.
It had a main street with all the essentials, including a place to sip coffee. It had schools, a college, a church, and a police station. It even had a museum no one ever visited. It was the kind of place you might find anywhere on your travels. Typical, maybe even forgettable.
Agatha Christie's.
But there was one thing in Arthurton that was unlike any other town in the whole world. Actually, it was a girl. Her name was Jenny LeClue.
Yeah, that's us, I guess.
She was the world's greatest detective. Finklestein residence. Oh, hello, Glenda. Yes, he said he might ring. Okay, patch me through then.
Okay.
Richard? Yes, I got it. I did, and my answer is no. I understand that, but... Well, yes, of course, but... No. Nothing is settled. I'm not going to do it. It goes against everything my books stand for. No, not yet, but... If I could just... Please, listen to what I'm saying.
Okay. It was the kind of place you might find anywhere in your travels. That's exactly what he just wrote. Huh. Her name, and she was the world's greatest detective. Okay, we can do this. Let's see what else we can do here. Yeah, okay, we did that. Pencil pusher. Okay, we got an achievement for that too. What is this? Letter to Finklestein's draft. Well, it's me again, Arthur K. Finklestein, and here we are at book 38 of the Jenny LeClue series. Her most joyful adventure yet. Thank you to all the new Jenny LeClue fans out there. You have both been incredibly supportive to answer your questions, despite any rumors you may have heard. Of course, the Jenny books will continue as long as there is ink in my pen and ribbon in my typewriter. Yes, it will be more of the same. I refuse to change my formula. Arthurton will always be a safe and happy place. Abigail Fail. Okay, two. These are, I guess, the fans. Okay. Good to know. This is chapter 1 that might start. Oh, what is this? Gallery art! Gallery opening! Okay, we got something. So we are supposed to find these, it seems. We'll see though, if we can find all of those. From the office of Richard Inkwell. Dear Arthur, hope is all well. Afraid I've got bad news, old chum. There's no easy way to say it, and I've attached the latest book sales numbers. Okay, those aren't very good. Nowadays, young readers want more mystery and danger. You're losing them with Jenny's increasingly timid and repetitive adventures. One bit of good news, it's too late for the stores to cancel the orders for the next book, so we're going to give you one last go and see if we can breathe some life into the old girl. Okay, we want you to try a proper murder mystery. Start killing people off. And some drama. The bottom line is, if you don't step it up, I'm afraid the case of Jenny and the last hurrah. Okay, he says I'm not a murderer. In other positive news, someone from a real newspaper finally reviewed your last book, Jenny LeClue and the Missing Marmalade Sandwich. The 38th and hopefully last book in a series which is very much past its prime. Once a collection of mystery stories cherished by children all over the world, Jenny LeClue has since taken a nosedive into mediocrity. Without reservation, blah blah blah, Arthur K. Field quality, and... Okay, so wouldn't know a good story if it bit you in the rump. The only mystery left in Arthurton is how this trash keeps getting published. This reader nearly died of boredom. On a positive note, the book makes a great doorstep. I took the worst bits out. Okay, unbelievable. I imagine all this might come as a bit of a shock, but we've got to move with the times. Throw a murder or two, a dash of real tragedy, and who knows, maybe you've got one great story left in you. I'll ring you later to discuss. Sorry about your career. Chin up though, huh? Richard Inkwell. P.S. Squash next week. At least you'll have time to work on that back and soon. Okay. Can't do anything else here. Wow, let's take a... Aha! We've got more art gallery art, whatever that is and does. Okay. We can just push the T around, which is nice, but not too helpful at the time. For the time, we can... What happens if we do this now? Okay, nothing happens. Okay, we could go back to the typewriter. Is there anything? I hope I haven't missed anything. I hope I haven't. But I don't think so. We can just have a look at this again. We're not going to, of course, because we've read this. We can just keep doing this. Okay. Alright, so let's have a look at this chapter. The sun rose over another perfect day in picturesque Arthurton. Okay, we had that already though. So what are we supposed to do then? Okay, I'm a little confused, to be honest. Okay, we can just exit too. And we are going to.
You don't understand what you're asking for. You want me to turn Jenny's world upside down? Kill off my characters and destroy everything I've built over the last 30 years? Fine.
Okay.
I'll give you what you want.
Okay.
But I warn you, I'm a stream of consciousness writer. And you have unleashed my fury. Good day, sir. Boring? Predictable? Pah! Well, if it's murder they want, it's murder they'll get.
Okay. Mr. Finkelton? You do kind of scare me, friend.
It should have been another perfect day in Arthurton. But today was different. And nothing would ever be the same again. To begin with, Jenny LeClue was dead.
Oh, that is not a good idea. Kill off your main character is not a good idea. That is...
Her skin was pale, her eyes glassy and frozen. What cruel fate had befallen our beloved detective?
No. Never move victim.
Mrs. LeClue, she's doing it again.
Jenny LeClue, you are a dead body. Dead bodies don't talk.
Julie LeClue, former detective, teaches dumb students, terrible cook, great mom.
But he's doing it wrong.
As wonderful as it would be if all cadavers were so talkative, we must deduce the cause of death without their help. With only the evidence laid before us, we build a picture from the fragments left behind. We collect clues, interpret the data, and solve our puzzle one piece at a time, until it feels as if the victim is speaking to us. But Jenny is right, Jonathan. You mustn't disturb the crime scene. Vital evidence could be lost.
Sorry, Mrs. LeClue.
Okay, you've all had a chance to study the body? Who can postulate how she met her demise?
Ooh, me! I think it was an accident.
Yeah, she obviously wasn't looking where she was going
So she slipped on the wet floor,
and cracked her head open. Like an egg.
and then she bled to death.
Really? How can you tell?
Well, there's a giant pool of blood around her head.
Yeah, I know. I was being sarcastic.
Oh. Actually, you're both wrong.
Okay.
What?
It was cold-blooded murder.
Okay.
Murder?
Don't be ridiculous.
Where's the murder weapon?
There's no evidence anyone else was even here.
Oh, yes, there is. It was murder. And I can prove it.
The case of the dead lab assistant.
Jenny
Alright.
had read all the books. She'd absorbed all her mother's teachings. But there was nothing quite like getting your hands dirty.
How many people get the chance to solve their own murder?
The first step in any good deduction was collecting evidence. Seemingly insignificant details could provide a vital piece of the puzzle.
First, I'll search the crime scene for clues.
Then she'd analyze the data. And finally...
Deduce the real cause of death.
Alright.
There's no doubt the victim lost a lot of blood.
So this reminds me a lot. Oh, that is more this gallery stuff. Cool. Okay. This reminds me a lot. Oh, there's another one. Of Ace Attorney, because in Ace Attorney you would do stuff like this all the
The
time.
floor is wet and slippery, but also immaculately clean.
Uh-huh. Okay, so we have to find all the clues first. Find the clues first.
What a waste of perfectly good coffee.
Jenny's love for coffee was almost as strong as her passion for crime solving.
Someone as young as her shouldn't drink coffee, by the
Chalky
way.
green residue on the rim. Smells like burnt matches.
Okay. Okay, 3 out of 8. There's another R thingy. Alright. What else is going on here?
Without her trusty bifocals, Jenny couldn't see the nose in front of her face. They were her window to the world and the lens through which she focused her keen detective vision.
The victim has a green smudge on her lips. It's not lipstick.
3 more to
Jenny's
go.
blue sweater was scruffy and quite uncomfortable. But her grandmother had knitted it, and so it was her favorite. The more it itched, the closer she felt to her.
Oh, I know that feeling. My mother does knit too, and wearing his stuff is just awesome. Okay, this seems like a clue, but it maybe is not.
Approximately 8 sizes too big. And covered in mud.
Okay, we are missing 1 clue. Oh, that is always the worst. Finding the last piece of the puzzle. Oh, wait a second. There's this too. Alright, we got that. But that's not a clue, though. We can't zoom out, which is a little bit annoying. Okay, we are missing 1 piece of the puzzle. What might that be? Aha, this.
It wasn't Jenny's style to wear accessories, but this hair clip was the exception. Its function as a lockpick had saved Jenny from a long night trapped in her school locker. She'd worn it ever since.
Uh-huh, interesting.
I've seen enough. Time to wrap this case up.
Jenny was a meticulous record keeper, noting every relevant clue in her trusty journal. A great detective knew that solving a mystery was simply a matter of connecting the dots.
Uh-huh.
I'm certain this wasn't a mere accident. Now I just need to prove it. How do I know the
Okay.
victim didn't slip?
How do that the victim didn't slip? Okay, let's make a deduction.
The victim's boots are filthy. They should have left big muddy footprints on the floor.
Exactly, right?
So where are they?
Okay. Someone else was here.
Either someone washed away her footprints, or she was carried here.
Solved! Okay, great gumshoe.
Okay, that proves she didn't slip. So how did she actually die?
Good
What was
question.
the real cause of death?
What about the mouth? And wait, now we can maybe make a deduction out of this.
There's a green residue in the bottom of the victim's coffee cup. It smells of burnt matches. Phosphorus. Also found in common garden fertilizer.
Okay.
The same green mark is on the victim's lips. Her coffee was spiked with fertilizer. Someone clearly wanted her dead.
Oh, we solved that too. Nice.
Ah, the case of the dead lad
Most deadly brew. As an achievement for that.
gone before her time. Was it poison?
Good question.
Yes. A blow to the head? Yes. An accident? Certainly not.
Oh.
No footprints in an unshattered mug? She was killed somewhere else and carried here. This is the story of a scorned ex-lover,
Jenny?
the gardener, enacting his revenge.
Jenny!
A deadly brew of fertilizer and caffeine coursing through the veins.
That's quite enough, thank you.
What happens to the gardener?
Is this gonna be on the test?
Remember, class, even the smartest criminals make mistakes. This is how we catch a killer.
But what's the point of all this?
Yeah, there hasn't been a murder in Arthurton in years.
Every town has a dark side, even Arthurton. By doubting, we are led to question. And by questioning, we arrive at the truth. Okay, that's all for today. Don't forget, next class is our field trip to the morgue. So have a light lunch. The students need to think for themselves, Jenny.
Okay, that is true. Just a second, guys. I just want to check. Okay, we still have some time, so we're just gonna keep
That's
playing
why they're
it.
here at Gumboldt. To learn.
I just figured we all had places to go. Speaking of which,
And where are you off to, young lady?
I'm a dead body mom, remember? Dead bodies don't tell. See ya.
Wait, before you go, I have something for you.
Oh, thanks.
Cool. What is it?
If I told you, that would spoil the fun, wouldn't it?
The LeClues didn't simply hand each other presents. They hid them.
Okay.
It was a family tradition, and Jenny had developed a sixth sense for finding them. With her trusty magnifying glass at her side, nothing eluded her.
Okay. There it is. But I want to check out everything first, because maybe we will find something like another art gallery or whatever.
A new journal.
To Jenny, there was nothing better than the aroma of a fresh leather notebook. It smelled like mystery. Without missing a beat, she did what any detective worth their salt would do. She decorated it.
I do? Okay. Maybe just here? Alright. Exit, and now we
A
can...
new journal meant new adventures. She imagined all the thrilling cases that would soon fill its pages. And on the first page, her mother had written an inscription.
A great detective never gives up. Love, Mom.
Cool, okay. We can zoom. Can change the tab. Can change... There is another one of those. Okay, we can change the tab. We can do this. Just put it there this time. Can't change pages. Find a map, keep it here. Okay. Aha, CEO, realist, a dreamer, logical, emotional, plan improviser, dedicated, strong-willed and direct, a brilliant leader who inspires others, jack of all trades, a fountain of knowledge, but you can be inflexible and emotionally distant. Choosiness, you choose a creepy tune for the mysterious man to whistle. Aha, interesting. Aha, very interesting. Okay, there is a lot to go here. And what is this? These are postcards? Okay, we do have to find a lot of postcards.
I love it. Thanks, Mom.
Jenny, I wanted to talk about, to say,
Somewhere in the back of Jenny's highly caffeinated brain, an alarm bell was ringing. Her mum was hesitating. What could be causing her to act so out of character?
Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Limited eye contact. Watery defensive body language. Missing ring.
Crossed arms. Furrowed brow.
Okay.
Jenny saw it coming from a mile away. Her mother was about to get
Emotional. I've really gotta go.
no, Jenny, wait. I need your help.
What? Really?
Jenny couldn't believe her ears. It was extremely unusual for her mother to ask for help. It must be something very important. Tracing the steps of a deranged killer? A cold case that only someone with Jenny's expertise could solve?
I've misplaced the students' essays on decapitation. See if you can find them for me before you leave. I have to run.
Wow. The case of the misplaced papers. Are you sure you want to trust me with such a complex task?
I have no doubt you'll be able to find them. They're around here somewhere.
Jenny was unsure if her mother was unable to detect sarcasm or just really good at ignoring it.
We're gonna help her, of course.
Okay, Mom. I'll find them before I leave. On one condition.
Yes?
You have to let me help grade them.
One of Jenny's favorite pastimes was grading papers.
What?
Nothing pleased her more than giving a big shiny F to an overconfident student.
Oh,
Don't
that's
push your luck.
bad though.
Please.
Okay.
Yes.
Find the papers and go straight home.
But I'm meeting Keith tonight.
No buts, remember?
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm still feeling the effects of being poisoned for your class.
Well then, I have the perfect antidote. You're staying with your cousin this weekend, and you still need to pack.
This again? Look, I've considered your offer, Mom, and I'm going to have to decline. I'm old enough to take care of myself.
I'll be back late tonight. There's meatloaf in the fridge.
So you don't trust me to take care of myself this weekend, but you do trust me to fix dinner and not burn the house down?
Jenny LeClue, it's been a difficult week. Could you please just do what you're told for once and stop asking questions?
Fine.
And try to stay out of trouble.
When do I ever get into trouble?
Okay. Alright.
Let's find these papers and get out of here.
Alright guys, I'm really sorry, but we have hit the end of the episode mark. We are actually quite over it. If you want to know what's going to happen next, you'll have to tune in next time for Jenny LeClue, Detectivu. See you then.